The kids' online safety bill has stalled in Congress after passing the Senate a while ago over the freedom of speech questions. The senators working on the bill have updated the wording with the input of social media platform X and Elon Musk in the hopes of getting it across the finish line in the lame duck session. Join us now, Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn and Democrat Senator Richard Blumenthal, the authors of the bill. Senators Blackburn and Blumenthal, welcome. It's good to have you on this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
It's been a long road. Are you expecting to reach the finish line shortly, or is, from what Speaker Johnson says, I can't tell whether you're really there yet, Senator Blackburn?
Well, we continue to work. As you said, language has been updated, clarified. We've taken away any objections that they have expressed with the bill. If you put this bill on the floor of the House, it would get about 400 votes. And we know that. We know that from the bill sponsors in the House. There are two people over in the House, Johnson and Scalise, who are pushing against this bill. They've been given misinformation. We know that each of them have former staffers that are now lobbying for Meta and Google. We know that there is misinformation. And bear in mind, Senator Blumenthal and I know that when our children are online, they are the product. So much so that Meta has even assigned a dollar value to what a kid scrolling online is worth to them. So we're pushing. We want to get it finished. The bill sponsors, House members are calling us every day saying, what else can we do to get this across the finish line?
There's some pushback from both sides, Senator Blumenthal, aren't there? I don't think this is not a popular bill with LGBTQ advocates and others. What do you say to people like that?
Actually, the LGBTQ plus groups are largely neutral on the bill. There are some elements who are opposed to it, and there are some so-called free speech advocates who've raised issues. But essentially, this bill is about product design, about those algorithms, about the black box AI mechanisms that drive toxic content at kids, about eating disorders, bullying, self-harm. Every parent, literally every parent who has young children these days or grandchildren knows how harmful this content can be. And so our bill really should appeal to advocates of free expression and the First Amendment, such as it has to Elon Musk, who's the foremost champion of free speech in the tech industry. But the industry associations continue to lobby against it. Big tech continues to say it wants more profit because it makes more money when kids are on the net for longer periods of time. More eyeballs mean more dollars for them. And so we're up against big tech. And we have only a few days to get it done. Time is not on our side. Kids are dying. That's what parents tell us. And I'm hopeful that the House leadership will see the urgency rather than saying, let's do it next session. We've solved the substantive issues here.
Yeah. Elon Musk has sort of taken the mantle of free speech, and that's certainly probably a good endorsement to him. But what about Senator Blackburn, the ACLU? There are still people that have problems with the duty of care provision, that could be misused in terms of what is allowed to actually appear online.
Yes. And we have made some changes on the duty of care language. And our goal here is to make certain that kids and parents have the tools that they need to keep themselves safe and to not be exposed to things, cyber bullying. And we've heard some tragic stories about that, eating disorders, suicidal ideation, children that are exposed to pornography, sexual exploitation. And you know, in the physical world, there are laws against what you can expose children to. You can't take them to a liquor store or a strip show or expose them to pornography. But in the virtual space, they are exposed to everything 24/7, 365. Kids are meeting drug dealers online. They're meeting human traffickers in the virtual space. And the protections that exist for children in the physical space should exist for children in the virtual space.
So, Senator Blumenthal, do you need Mike Johnson to be satisfied for this to happen? What is left to do do you think? And you mentioned lobbyists, and I don't know what the workaround for that is. If that's truly what is behind the intransigence.
Great question. We are mustering the parents and young people. They're really walking the halls of the Capitol. This measure passed the United States Senate by a vote of 91-3. Let me just repeat, 91-3. What you have here, right in real time, is bipartisan cooperation over these years, having hearings, gathering documents. We've done everything the right way, and now it comes down to just getting a vote. So I think the path forward is pretty clear. Speaker Johnson may have some questions or objections. I just hope he gives us a vote, because this bill has been through drafting, redrafting, revision, revisiting, and we've worked very hard on it for the sake of children. It will be a monumental step forward, and there is an urgency that we feel is very important for the Speaker to recognize. With all due respect, this bill should be given a vote. It will pass overwhelmingly in the House of Representatives, just like it did in the Senate.
And
Okay,
we've
Senator,
kept an open door during this entire process. If somebody has questions, they have come in, they have talked with us, they have worked with us. We have worked on this bill for nearly 4 years, and there is so much bipartisan support for this and putting protections in place for children in the virtual space.